Hey everybody, you are looking live on tape from an undisclosed location here in Celebration, Florida. Today we've kind of got an adventure that's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to be able to come along inside of this particular business, unfortunately, because of the rules and regulations set in place. Today I'm heading over to Cast Connection, which is the Disney cast member store. Obviously, wanting to protect everybody involved, not wanting to get anyone in any trouble, not using Cast Connection for a reselling opportunity, none of that. We're just going in to take a peek, see if anything catches our eye. But Disney's very serious about people not exploiting this system. It is there for a benefit for the cast member, and I completely don't want to run afoul of that. But I do want to bring you along to kind of walk you through, give my thoughts about it, show anything that I do end up purchasing. I know that's kind of a weird intro, but that's where we are. Let's get to it. Pretty nondescript building. That's what it looks like from the outside. All right, we just made it back home. Sorry I couldn't really show you a whole lot from inside the store, obviously. Just like I said during the intro, there are people that try to capitalize on what's a really good thing for the cast members. I'm going to kind of give you a review or a breakdown of what I thought from Cast Connection. Just on the surface, it's kind of like a really big character outlet. There are a couple areas inside of the Cast Connection that you can't bring guests into. It's strictly for the cast member. Talking to the person I was with, they really wasn't a whole lot in there. You could tell it had been pretty well picked over. Apparently getting there early is a huge deal. Just from stuff that I've seen on Facebook groups and whatnot. Pretty interesting selection. They had a lot of Christmas merch that we hadn't seen even in the park. So our best guess on that was that the items got here after the holiday season. They didn't even have a chance to make it to the parks, but things that we hadn't even seen on property at resorts or the parks themselves. So that was kind of cool. Still had a lot of Halloween stuff, ton of NBA stuff, and I always kind of joke about that because you see that NBA stuff in like the most random, sorry, lightning just struck. It scared me. But random NBA stuff all over Disney property, and they had a ton of it there. Did have some furniture, which was a lot different than the character warehouse. As you hear the thunder rolling in here, we're getting ready to get a bad rainstorm here in Central Florida. But they had stuff from Saratoga. Earlier this week, I saw they had stuff from Grand Floridian. All that was gone. Chairs from different places. They had art from the Contemporary. They had mirrors from Yacht Club. So a bunch of stuff like that, a lot of stuff like that you would see at like Lakeland Antique Mall or Hope Thrift down here on 192. Some other stuff that was kind of cool to see was the Run Disney stuff. They had a ton of the Princess Marathon, which was, I believe, last week or the week before, really recently. But a lot of that merchandise ended up at Cast Connection. They also had a grocery section, which I thought was really cool for the cast member because they had a lot of discounted items on staples like milk, eggs, cheeses, cereal, stuff that I didn't really check dates, but I'm assuming was getting close to being outdated, and severely marked down at items like that. As far as pricing goes, not a real big difference to me from Cast Connection versus the character warehouses. Cast members did get an additional 10% off at Cast Connection, which doesn't make sense to me because you have to have a cast member ID to get into the Cast Connection. So I figured at that point, everybody, why just market what you want, and then you won't have to adjust every single check. I don't know. But the only thing we really picked up, person I went with got a Spirit jersey that said cast member on the back, and I believe that was $55, or normally $75 at the parks. And obviously, saying cast member, you wouldn't be able to buy that at a Disney theme park. Same style, if you're familiar with the purple 50th one Spirit jersey that said celebration on the back. Pretty, exactly the same, honestly, except it said cast member, which was really cool. And we got a opening week Star Wars lanyard, which I'm not sure the price on that one. It was in the cast member exclusive area. So very, very busy there. Kind of surprised how busy it was, and a lot of security. You had to show your pass to get in. You had to show your pass to get into the two different special areas. And then they had security guards on foot and in vehicles in the parking lot. So they take that area very seriously. As far as location itself, I'm sure you can Google it. I'm not going to give it here on the video. I'll just say it's near Animal Kingdom in an area I've never been to. But it's pretty cool. I've always heard about Cast Connection. It's my first opportunity to go in there today. And the longer I live here, it seems like the less and less kind of unique things like I've never done, or that list is kind of getting smaller and smaller. And today I definitely got to do one of those. And I'll definitely go back because the turnover's got to be incredible there because of the amount of people. It was about 2 o'clock when we went, and it was packed. Not like super packed, like Character Outlet packed, but pretty darn busy. And they had a bunch of people working. They had like 8 or 10 registers open, and seemed better staffed than the Character warehouses. Some of the stuff, that gold Christmas tree bucket that we saw in one of my last times I've been to the Character Outlet, that was there, still $25, which is what I paid at Epcot. So that has not gone down in price. They had a bunch of those. They had still had a bunch of the Mickey Mummy popcorn buckets. I didn't see the price of those. But overall, probably to me, a better selection than the Character Warehouse. So if you do know a cast member or have a cast member with a blue pass, there's green passes, blue passes. It's all very complicated. Still kind of learning it. If they give you an opportunity to invite you to go, I would definitely go. Just make sure you abide by all the rules, read the rules, make sure you understand. They're not, technically they're not supposed to give them money and they buy you the item. They can gift you the item, which, again, it's all a battle of battling resellers, and I appreciate Disney doing that. That way you won't go on eBay and find that Christmas bucket for $500. So for that, I understand. And plus, Disney, again, is a business. They want to make money. So giving everybody in the world a discount is definitely not going to help the bottom line. But once again, highly recommend it. So close to Animal Kingdom, you would never know it's there unless you're specifically going there. Just kind of a nondescript building with a little banner sign. They did have, which I thought was interesting, I wanted to take a picture, but I didn't want to get in trouble, a Cast Connection trash can. I'm weird about stuff, and all the resorts had their own kind of themed trash cans. They even had their own Cast Connection trash can, which I thought was neat. That being said, I'm going to head inside before I get struck by lightning. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you subscribe. And if you hated what you saw today, blame the rain. As always, folks, keep the parks clean. We'll see you real soon.